before we start, I just want to say I do not own any of the pictures, and although my channel has been buzzing like crazy, and it's all thanks to the people that wanted me to make uh, more videos like this, and I just hope that it'll work this time. I've used ComFort before on my other tablet. It doesn't work at all on this one, and I just hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoy all of you subscribing to my channel, and this will possibly be one of the best I can do. Um, and like I said, the channel has been buzzing like crazy non-stop, and it's all thanks to you guys. And enjoy this video. Chapter 1, Alien Killer. With only a knife in his gun, he ran for his life being chased. Will he live? No. He thought if he stopped, he died. In the Vietnam jungle, and I can't die. No. I'll never die. Yo, Kenny. How could he go on? He was being chased by an alien. And of course, all he could do was just shoot and run. When he couldn't run anymore, he shot his gun. He ran and ran and ran. He turned around and stabbed the alien in the head. It fell to the ground, dead. Sweat ran down his face. He told himself it was sweat, but it was really blood. His clothes ripped, body bloody, his arms, legs, chest horrid, his face scratched, his hair tangled and messed up. And the next week he spent living on grass and the alien's blood, that thick kill of blood. In the middle of the night, he woke up to a strange sound. He find out what it was. He saw aliens fighting humans? How? No, can't be, he thought. But he knew that what he has to do. He attacked both of them. That's right! He yelled with a little fear in his voice. Suddenly the ground shook, and he saw what it was. The Queen Alien. Good! A challenge! He said. He stabbed her in the feet. Nothing. In the arms, eyes, face, stomach. Nothing. The Queen picked him up and swallowed him. Fine! I'll stab you from the inside then! Kenny yelled. Kenny stabbed her about 100 million times. Die, you parasite! Kenny yelled. One more. One more! He yelled. Don't give up, Kenny. You can do it, Kenny. He heard his wife and two daughters yell in his head. So Kenny stabbed the Queen one more time with a fierce warrior yell. And with that, the alien exploded. He went on. I can't die. No, I won't die! He yelled. He echoed throughout the whole entire jungle. He killed aliens day in and day out, and even while eating. Thank God I killed all those aliens. But he knew there would be more. One time there would be billions, and next time trillions. All this time, and he forgot he had his phone. He sent his wife a text, and it said, "This is Kenny. I won't die. No, wait. I'll never die." I hope you're right, Kenny's wife said while crying and looking at a picture of the family on vacation in New York City. The ground shook again. Yes! Kenny yelled. This time he allowed himself to get swallowed, and he stabbed the alien as hard as he could, and it exploded. Kenny ran and ran and ran until he came to a cabin. On top of it, there was a plaque that said, Corp Redwood. Then he had a flashback. Perfect Redwood. We've been waiting for you, said General Jordan. He met Jack. So, you're Kenny Redwood, said Jack. Yeah, something like that, said Kenny. You're Jack? Kenny asked. Something like that, Jack told Kenny. Yeah, we always have room for noobs, Jack said. My memories. Wow. Kenny came to this huge building and saw his his Marine squad. Took your line off, buddy. Jack laughed. But I saw you die, Kenny said. No, you saw me get wounded. I won't die easy, pal. Jack said. Sure, Kenny said, quite nervous. Well, we all know you can't focus on anything else other than combat, Jack said with a teasing smirk. Who made you Einstein? Said Kenny. The next morning, Kenny saw Jack sleeping on the back of an army truck. Hello, Jack. This is your airplane waking call, Kenny said in a soft, calm voice. Please move your ass. He saw an air horn sitting on the inside of the cab. He grabbed it, and every time he jumped and landed on the truck, he said, Wake up! 10 times, to be exact. Jack yelled, What the fuck do you want? Wake up! Kenny yelled back. I am! Jack screamed back. And Kenny told Jack to go kill aliens. What? No way! Said Jack. Do what I say, dimwit, he said in the main voice. So Jack did. After 10,000 aliens Jack killed, he went back inside, only to find that Kenny somehow had aliens at his feet dead. Good, Jack, Kenny said sarcastically. Well, said Jack. Never mind, said Kenny. No one cares now, if you know what I mean. Jack really had no intent to argue with Kenny. In fact, he didn't even want to talk to Kenny. Just you wait, Kenny. I'll get even with you. You'll see. Just wait, Jack thought, as he walked away from Kenny to kill aliens. This time, he was going to get even with Kenny. I will, Jack trailed off. I will be a better Marine than you, Kenny. Jack really wanted to be a better Marine than Kenny. But even though he knew Kenny was the best of the best, but Jack couldn't move on. Jack walked out into the jungle to kill aliens and came back looking like Kenny. In fact, he was literally covered in blood. Kenny said, Dang, what happened to you? With a little laugh. What do you think, dimwit? Said Jack. Kenny ran at him and picked him up and threw Jack against the wall, then punched him. Finally, he brought Jack 2 inches from his face and said, Don't you ever say that again or anything about my family. Got that, Jack? Kenny said in a terrifying voice. Sure, Jack said as he ran away. Private Jennings and the other Marines tried to calm Kenny down. Calm down, bro, said Sergeant Tanner. Yeah, dude, let it go, said Private Jennings. General Jones stepped out and said, Enough! And everyone stopped. Kenny, what the hell are you doing? Good God! I swear, calm down. Sir, yes, sir. Kenny yelled back. You might be here out there, but you're just in the SOM. Got it, Private Redwood? I am not a private anymore. Do you get it, pal? It got quiet right after Kenny said that. The General and Kenny stared at each other for a good 2.5 hours. And then the General laughed so hard that he had to lean on the chair to keep from falling over. Everyone was laughing except for Kenny. He just stood there like, what the freak are these jackasses doing? He was so confused by what they were doing. After all that, The other Marines went to bed. Sergeant Chandler told Kenny he was so sorry, and Kenny didn't sleep. The next day at 4 a.m., Jack came in with a bag of alien heads. Kenny came out rubbing the sleep from his eyes. Suddenly his eye popped open. You, you, you killed aliens? Kenny stuttered. Go ahead, say it, said Jack. You killed aliens, said Kenny. Jack was literally covered in blood. Sergeant Tanner came out saying, "What the is going on?" And Kenny told Sergeant Tanner to come with him, and he did. Kenny, where are we going? Where do you think we're going? Said Kenny. Kenny and Tanner walked for 6 hours. Jack joined them with a huge riot shield and an M240 thermal sight with 400 rounds. Holy crap, Jack, where the heck did you find that monster? Tanner asked. It was in the armory. You didn't see it? Jack said. Well, dang, man. Bring it, Tanner said. Kenny almost lost it. Okay, let's keep walking, said Jack. Kenny had an AK-47 Mac 11 and an M16. After about 48 hours, Kenny went outside with nothing but his own weapons. In fact, the other Marines stood and just looked and watched Kenny's with their AK-47s and M16s. And, after all, their favorite guns, the saws. Kenny asked, "You guys gonna help me?" "No, you seem to be doing fine," Sergeant Tanner said. General Jordan went out and saw all the dead aliens at Kenny's feet. The general said, "What the are you guys doing?" "Well, we killed aliens?" Kenny said, trying to sound clever. "No! You freaking dimwits! Oh my god, you messed everything up!" Jack stood still, a statue. Corporal Bailey came out and asked Kenny what was going on. The general said for everyone to go inside until he said otherwise. "Understood?" he yelled. "Sir, yes, sir!" They all yelled back. Corporal Bailey just muttered, "Whatever." Kenny and Jessica were the best Marines in the world. Days went past and weeks were gone. Kenny heard something outside, and he went out only to find a huge alien ship. Kenny called for everyone except the general, even though he never called for him. Corporal Bailey pretty much just carried a huge 400-shot machine gun. Kenny, on the other hand, well, just a combat knife and a G18 machine pistol. They all fired their guns at the ship. Private James got shot in the heart and died. "Dang it! I'll smash you now, you goddamn mother..." Kenny showed off. "Come down, Kenny!" Sergeant Tanner said it as he grabbed Kenny. Kenny just threw him back and said, "See all this? It's personal now." Everyone knew if Kenny said it was personal, it meant trouble. Big trouble. They all backed away. Kenny was going to take care of this once and for all. Corporal Bailey got shot by the ship. Kenny was furious now. Jack, Sergeant Tanner, and Private Miller pulled her inside. She was in bad shape. Kenny didn't flinch. "You unholy mother..." "Oh my god. I'll fucking kill you now." His dog touch was scratched deep, and his chain was almost broken. "Why won't you die? You... Kenny shot off again. Kenny bet on this one clip of his gun. "If I die, you're coming with me." His wish came true. Well, half of it did. He didn't die, but the aliens sure as heck did. He went back inside, kneeled beside Jessica, and said, "Come on, Jessica, you can make it. Please, help me," Jessica managed to say. He said, "I'm here. Don't worry." After 10 days, they revived Jessica. Kenny was too relieved to say anything. He was like that for 2 hours. He couldn't bear to see Jessica suffer. Kenny said silently, "Thank you, God, so much." He turned to Jessica and said something no one would have ever heard him say. I guess you are one of the best Marines after all." Jessica just smiled and hugged him. He held her back. All the other Marines smiled and almost cried. So Jessica and Kenny. Chapter 2, The Rage. Weeks went past and Kenny and Jessica killed aliens. "Well, Jesse, I guess." Suddenly, Jessica pushed Kenny against the wall. It seemed she had picked up on Kenny's traits. Sergeant Tanner came in and said, "You guys gonna help me?" "I will," Kenny said quickly as he looked back like at Jessica like she made him mad somehow. Since Kenny was mad at Jessica, Jack saw a small chance. He had to go for it. Jack said, "Come on, Jessica, let's go and forget about Kenny." Now, know that Jack wasn't this smooth with girls ever since first grade. The story pretty long, but not this smooth. It was impossible. Every time Jack walked past Kenny, he had this look in his eyes like he was saying, "She's mine." He tackled Jack and yelled, "You piece of crap!" His target changed as soon as Colonel Dillon came out and said what fell. As what he always did say when there was loud noise. Kenny blew upon him and yelled, "Why didn't you come with the rest of us? You had the best gun out of all of us." "You didn't tell me," Colonel Dillon said. "I called everyone," he said with his teeth gritted. "Well, not me," Colonel Dillon said in a confused but yet low voice. 2 weeks after that, Jack tried to get back at Kenny, although Private Miller asked if he could help. It didn't go well, and somehow Private Miller got the worst of it. But Jack wouldn't give up. One last thing is what he had up his sleeve. So Jack bet Kenny that he couldn't kiss Jessica by midnight. If Kenny won, Jack would be tied to an electric fence that was used to keep aliens out, or to let anything in. The same rules went for Jack. Later that night, Kenny went out with Jessica, right by his side. And with Jack plus Private Miller. Late that night, Jessica found out about the bet, somehow. How? No one knows. And Kenny had to tell her everything. Then Jessica said, "What time is it?" "Who cares?" Kenny replied. "No! What time is it?" Jessica said. 11:59, Kenny said. Jessica leaned 2 inches from Kenny's face and then said in a soft and sweet voice, "Have fun on the fence." Kenny was devastated when she said that. Afterwards, Jessica went to kill aliens, but the aliens have different ideas. They stole it from right under everyone's nose. How Kenny found out? That's a different story. He found out from a blood trail. The aliens always use blood to tell if they would pick up another body. Kenny called for everyone. All of them came running out with full body of armor and 2 guns. When they arrived at the alien's hive, the guys yelled, "You guys are gonna die like heck!" They got inside, but where was Jessica? She was way far ahead. They went further inside. God, what is this crap, bro? Soldier Center asked. Saliva. Aliens use it to build their hives. More than once, I've seen them do it. I almost got killed for it, the general said briefly. Kenny told Private Miller to stay. He gave him an LSW gun. One of the best guns. Machine gun at that. What's this for? Miller asked. Anything that's not us, he said. We'll come back for you, I promise. Come on, the general yelled. They found Jessica lying in a ditch, half dead. Creepy, right? He lifted all the 40 pounds onto his back, plus his godforsaken gun, which made it 60 pounds. Hold on, Jessica, please. Jack looked at Kenny, then smiled. Joe told everyone to stay as he went ahead. He screamed, and everyone ran after him. They saw an alien, and everyone stood as still as a statue. So did the alien. Out of sight, Kenny whipped out his knife and slit the alien's throat. When they got back from Miller, he wasn't there. He was killing aliens. Typical. The general yelled, "Get back here, Miller!" An hour later, Sergeant Chandler said, "Dude, we gotta get the heck out of here." "Got that right, bro," Jack confirmed. They got Jessica healed after 1 hour. Well, 1 month is more like it. But it seemed like only 1 hour. She felt like a new person. But Kenny had too much anger. Days had passed, but Kenny still couldn't get over that one certain feeling. Even though he couldn't get over it, he had to move on. Now, he never drug out the battles that he could never handle unless he had to. Absolutely had to, actually. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it alone. So he asked Colonel to come with him. With what he was gonna do was demolish the aliens' hive once and for all. Going in the night. Why are we going at night again? Asked Colonel. Because it's creepier and it's also easier to check them. On the way there, Kenny asked what Colonel Dillon's first name was. Trenton, he said. Trenton Durland. Kenny thought to himself. When they got to the hive, they got halfway into the hive and they saw Jessica? What the freak, dude? Jessica went out weak. Please, help me. He was pissed off already, but carried Jessica back to the base. This time not only 40 pounds plus a 50-pound M240 red dot sight machine gun. So with all 90 pounds on his back, he was really tired. And pretty bashed up too, to admit it, really. Nothing he could do about it, so he just dealt with it. And in fact, it was the only thing he could do. It turns out he was injured, so he got hospitalized in the base. When we woke up after about 5 months, he said, "Motherfucker." It was one of the most embarrassing things ever. But, yeah. Jessica told Kenny that she was happy for saving her twice. Kenny said, "You're welcome. You would have done the same." Jessica smiled and walked away. Jack came up and asked Kenny if he was confused. "What? About what?" Kenny asked. "Well," Jack started. "Well, I got something for you, Kenny. Yeah." He was about to jump on Jack and he pulled out a video on his phone. Sure enough, Kenny almost did. How did, when did, who did, huh? Kenny was shocked. What? Jack said. You knew I had this. You told me to hold on to it, remember? Come on, you know it. Deep down, Kenny knew he did ask Jack to hang on to his phone. I didn't think... things. Kenny watched the video of the first day he came to when the aliens attacked. He was the only one who had his memory removed, somehow. But he still killed them. He thought there was no more videos, but there was one more video of his wife at home. He watched it, and believe it or not, he was sad. He couldn't stand it. And he literally fell to the ground. Just collapsed. He never wanted to see that video now that he already did. He wanted to cry, but he didn't want... He really didn't... He wanted to cry, but at the same time, he really didn't want to. To get rid of all that, he decided to look for aliens to kill, since there was no more that he could see around. But then the sky lit up. An alien ship appeared. Bring it on, you wusses! Kenny got out his knife, slicing the aliens mercilessly. Motherfuckers! He yelled out of anger. Because of what they did to Jessica, even though that was weeks ago. I'll kill you, freaking son of jizz. I'll kill all your freaking ancestors and everything you ever loved. Trust me on that. Kenny never really asked to be a cold-blooded killer, but the aliens thought otherwise. He passed out without all the other 10,000 aliens being killed. They took him to the hive to kill him, and back at base, no one heard from or about Kenny. He always has radio on, but he didn't respond. Jessica was the one that tried to call him on his radio. They all went, including Colonel Dillon. Jessica led the campaign. Kenny was rescued by Jessica, and the good thing is, she wasn't. She said, I need to be in my bunker. Now. Everyone let her go. When Jessica came back, she kneeled beside Kenny, and he slowly woke up. He said, son of a bitch! Because of how many times he got healed. He only wanted to get healed once, not twice. Jessica just hugged Kenny and said, oh, Kenny, I love you. Kenny was feeling like hell, but he didn't push her away as much as he wanted to, out of pain. He reached up and squeezed her tight. Everyone was watching. He signaled everyone to go away except Jack, for some reason. Afterwards, he told Jack to get everyone back where he was. Guys, we've all been waiting for this a long time, haven't we all? Said Jack. Jessica didn't even know what they were talking about at the time. Alright guys. Launch Project Alien Killer was the name of it. It's just abbreviation, Kenny said. No, not Alien Killer. It's... No, please don't, Jessica said. It's the only way, Kenny said. They all got the pod and pads to soften the landing. After 2 days, he was ready to get in. Colonel Dillon fired up. Jack, get this thing to the launch pad. Sergeant Tanner, help Dillon. The rest of you, get this thing ready for launch. Jessica finally let Kenny go. Be careful, Jessica said. I will. I promise. When they launched Kenny, they calculated how high he went. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Colonel Dillon counted, looking at the monitor. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Release pressure! Colonel Dillon yelled. Kenny fell as they all counted down. 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91. Kenny kept thinking, you guys are gonna thank me for this. He crashed right when the pod's hatch opened. Kenny jumped out, slicing the alien's yellow blood splattering everywhere. Kenny killed every alien in sight. After 8 hours, Kenny was walking back, still slicing the alien's head off. Well, by walking slowly and panting, covered in blood, slumped over. When he got back, all the guys asked what it was like out there. Like freaking hell, guys. Just God. Jessica, of course, hugged Kenny right when he came back in. Nobody gives me credit. Crap. I don't give a care at all. Everyone shoots from. Okay. I was wrong. Fine. Nice, man. Sergeant Senior said with a cheerful face. Everyone came up and said thanks. Damn. Well, I was right, he thought. You guys really are giving me credit for all this stuff. Right. Yeah, man. We will give you credit anyways, General Jordan said. Well, it's my turn to say thanks, guys, Kenny said. After that, Kenny went to write a letter to his wife. Hey, I hope you're having a good time. But I'm stuck here. But don't worry, I love you. Say hi, Kelly and Sophia, for me. Jake came in and said, "What's that? I have no idea what you're talking about." Kenny said quickly. Months later, Kenny's wife sent, I hope you come home shortly. I love you. When Kenny read that, he felt so bad and so sad because he wasn't home. He missed his wife and he wanted to go home. He said, I will try to come home soon. He starts back. Thank you. He went back to where the other guys were. And Jack asked what his wife Casey said. She said she hopes I come home soon. He almost cried. Jessica knew Casey, but really knew they both didn't get along in high school. She just gets wrote later to Casey and it said, "Look, I know we didn't get along in high school, but I want to now." Casey's wife sent back, "Okay, I do too. I'm sorry." "Okay, thanks," Jessica sent to Casey. Sergeant Tanner had to How'd you say, Jessica? Hey, you better come to the party. What? Jessica said, as if confused. I mean, the party. Come on. Sergeant Tanner continued. Oh, the party, yeah. I'll come. Jessica said. At the party, the guys and even the general were telling others about how bad it was out there when Kenny killed all the aliens. Jessica walked in, and they all started asking her where she was. She said she was in her room, which was a complete lie. And at the same time, she was. About 2 minutes after the party, Kenny went to write to Casey. When he found Jessica in there, he yelled in anger until he got out. Ah! He yelled as loud as he could. Everyone, even Jessica, ran out. You! He said of anger. He stormed out to hopefully kill some aliens. Great job, Jessica. Now he'll never come back, they all said. Everyone knew if Kenny was that mad, it was called the Rage. Even in high school, even in middle school, even in elementary, it was called the Rage. Jessica remembered Kenny's eyes, bloodshot red, and then she knew that in second grade they call him the Dragon. Apparently, Jessica wrote Casey a letter. It said, "Kenny went crazy and stormed out with bloodshot red eyes. What do I do? What will I do? Hug him. He'll come right down. Thanks." And that's what Jessica did. Kenny calmed down after 1 second. It was 2 weeks before Kenny wrote to his wife an apology letter. Sorry for losing it like that. I'll try to contain it more. Kenny sent back, "It's okay. We all make mistakes. And it's okay. Like I said, let it go." "Okay." Kenny sent back. Kenny's hand and arm was getting tired, so he decided to call his wife. After 10 rings, no service. God dang it. "Jack, give me a recorder." He said, "I don't have any. Sorry." Jack said with a face that would make most people think he was crazy. "Well, shoot," he yelled. Sergeant Tanner and Papa Miller asked Kenny where Colonel Dillon was. Kenny thought to himself with a puzzled face, and they hit him. "Don't tell me. Oh my God, what the freak is he doing? Get his ass back in here now!" "Sir, yes, sir!" Miller and Tanner yelled as they both ran out the door. Chapter 3: The Enemy. They got Dillon back inside before the aliens splattered his blood everywhere. "What the frick are you thinking?" he yelled. "I want to be here too," Dillon said. "Well, you sure did something, didn't you?" Sergeant Tanner always liked an argument, which he just saw. "Oh, man," he said it as if fired up, which he was. Tanner wished he had some kind of recorder to remember this moment. Kenny thankfully didn't hear any of that, even though he had extremely high definition hearing. Dillon was going to change that right then and there. "Kenny!" Dillon yelled out. "What?" Kenny asked him as he turned around, looking excited. "Tanner was laughing at you the whole time. You know that, right?" Dillon said, hoping Tanner got yelled at. His words came true, with Kenny throwing Tanner into the wall. "You little piece of crap. If you ever do that again, I swear to God I will kill you personally. He yelled loud enough that the jungle must have heard it. The whole jungle must have heard it. He went out just in time. The aliens were the enemy, right? Well, that's what Kenny thought. But he was so wrong. So wrong. The real enemy was space. That was the enemy, not the aliens. He knew dang well that aliens were hard to kill, but not when they were in groups. In reality, they were really easy to kill. That's why I said that in reality, they were hard to kill. He killed aliens for pleasure, not for profit. And since aliens killed the humans, plus his friends, he had to kill as many aliens as the number of people they killed. He felt an electric shock go through him. After 2 minutes, he yelled, "Ah!" He was in extreme pain, you can probably imagine. Everyone came running out, seeing what was going on. They saw nothing but what Kenny saw was aliens trying to kill him. He took out his knife and started slicing the air and yelled, "I'll kill all you pieces of crap!" They all ran over and tried to calm Kenny down. He passed out when they touched him out of stress. "We gotta get him inside. It's not safe out here," Jessica said, panicking. "Oh, this is what James had," Jessica said while looking at Kenny. Right after she said that, Kenny woke up and yelled, "James!" "Nightmare?" Jessica asked as if she was sorry. "Yeah, a dang feeling too. I shouldn't feel it." He was trying not to let Jessica see his feelings, but... "Hey, Kenny, over your spaz?" Cardone asked. He just looked at him with a maniac, like a maniac, and said, "Yeah, man, just good because we're going to invade the alien hive." Dylan said, "Go, I'll be there." He said. He caught up to him carrying a big M240 red dot harbor sensor with 100 rounds. Dylan had LSW and a knife, whereas Jack, Jessica Private Miller, and Sergeant Tanner had a G18 and Desert Eagle. Pistols. Good choice, though, said Kenny. Aliens were waiting in the hive for him. These brave parasites just keep on coming. Kenny yelled as him and Jack were slicing aliens' heads off back to back. "Crap, this is May's job," Tanner said. Kenny came up yelling and yelling, running. "Get the freak out of here now!" They all ran outside and killed the goddamn aliens. Alien scratched Miller in the face, and so he pulled his combat knife and stabbed the alien's eye. "Get me out inside right frickin' now, he's wounded." "Sir, yes, sir," Jack yelled. Inside, Jessica gave Miller a med pack, but Miller just pushed her away. "No, I'm fine. I won't stop until I'm dead." He saw this yet. He turned the other way. Just remembered Kenny grabbing him by the arm and said, "You're just gonna let Miller suffer like this? If you are, then what the heck are you... What do you think you freaking are?" Jessica was fainting at this point because of all the rain they did. "I don't even know you anymore." As if she were terrified for Miller. Jessica was terrified for everyone at this point. You just don't change, do you? You're still always afraid of everything, aren't you? Kenny said, with his back to Jessica. With a whimper, Jessica ran away crying. Kenny! What did you say to Jessica? What you should have done ages ago, General. With that, Kenny walked out. Oh, so he thought. Just because you're in charge doesn't mean you have to be pissy-ass mood. General added. With no response, Kenny walked away. Within minutes, just going outside, not knowing it was dangerous. Well, it was at this point. He asked Jack if he saw Jessica. She went outside, I think? Crap! He yelled. He got inside within seconds. Thanks, Kenny, she said. You're welcome, Kenny replied back. It seems as though Kenny wasn't mad anymore. Kenny knew Jessica wanted to kill the aliens from the start, so he decided to go out there with her to help. Kenny and Jessica splattered yellow blood everywhere. One was running away, and Jessica missed it. No! He yelled. Jessica, he went right past you, and you let him go? Why? He yelled, out of his rage. But Jessica didn't see the alien, because he was invisible. As he grabbed her by the arm, she said, Kenny, you're hurting me. Why'd you let him go? Answer me! Jessica managed to break free and ran back to the base. When the others heard this, they calmed Kenny down, but Jessica was still afraid of him. Aliens came in another ship. It was like hell for everyone else, but they destroyed only by Kenny shooting 900 rounds of a main machine gun at it. When Alien survived, and Kenny stepped on it and said, Tell me, what do you want? And then it said in intelligent English, Our master is the commander of the invasion. It could only say that by getting human language from Kenny. Get out of my head! Kenny yelled as John grabbed his MD4 and shot the alien. He was free from hypnotizing. Thank you, darling. Yes, well, I just wanted to shoot something, so. Well, thanks, he said, sweating. They all went back inside and Jessica came out and pushed Kitty, which made him land hard on the concrete ground. That's for hurting me. But she turned away. Kenny tried to punch her, but Miller held him back. She's not worth it. Trust me, Miller said as if he knew from experience. But Kenny just said, whatever. He said while sitting. Kenny went to his bunker to do some simulating and training. She walked in and almost got split. But Kenny came in and sliced the robotic alien with his knife. Whoa, sorry man, I didn't know. No, it's fine, you can help me. Kenny said, putting his knife away. Alright, said Jack as if excited, which he was. The rest of the day, King and Jack took turns simulating. Well, that's enough for one day. King said, wide-eyed. At night, Jack made the simulator harder. Way harder. In the morning, King got up and started training, but he couldn't evade like he used to. Jack, however, could. Jack, did you read this thing? He asked it as if he was mad. Yeah? Jack said. King gave Jack a look that made him shiver. And then suddenly Kenny grinned and then laughed. Good. A challenge. Thanks, Jack. Yeah! Come on, have some fun. Kenny yelled with excitement. Jack jumped in, slicing and shooting at the simulations. For 10 days, both of them sharpened their skills, and soon got everyone into the simulator. Well, not everyone. Jessica still wouldn't come out of her room. I'm not coming out, she yelled as the general tried to get her out. Get out here now, he yelled. Everyone jumped back as the general yelled at Jessica. Hard to believe he was the only one yelling at that girl. Kenny felt so guilty. He tried to slip away, but Geraldine blocked his way. Nice try, Geraldine taunted. Since you caused this, you fixed it. Hancock told Kenny as if he was his father. You're my father, I'm a grown man, Kenny said. Well, still, you gotta do it, the general says. So Kenny went into her room and said, look, I'm sorry. Really, I never should have grabbed you like that, and now, come out and enjoy the simulation with us. Kenny said, as good as a professional poet. It took Jessica a while to accept Kenny's apology, but when she did, she joined all of them in the simulator. Back that night, Sergeant Turner told Kenny, "Thanks to you, we can sleep good tonight because of what you did." Yeah, Kenny said, as she looked to be exhausted from, well, everything. So with that being said, they both went back to sleep. That night, Kenny had a dream that aliens invaded, but this time, his squad did not survive. Kenny! Kenny! He heard Jessica yell as she was going to kill aliens. No! Kenny woke screaming, shit! He saw Jessica and all the others standing by him. God dang it! Kenny said, swearing. A dream? Tanner asked. Nightmares more like it, man. Dang. Well, he snapped out of it, Mel said. Thank God I woke up when I did, he said with his head leaning back. Jessica still didn't know what they were talking about, so she asked Kenny what he was talking about. I don't... You died, he said, nearly causing Jessica to collapse. But it was only a dream, she said. No, more like a vision. That's gonna come true. I know it. He said with a deep voice. Jessica wasn't about to let that happen. So she followed Kenny around everywhere he went, no matter what. And Kingdom found out, and no one said anything about it. Or did Kenny really know? Was he lying to you? Or did he really not find out? Well, he did find out. But not how you think. How Kenny found out was like this. Jessica did follow Kenny around, like I just said. She made a shift in the ground, but she didn't notice somehow. Kenny had highly developed ears, so he could hear it. He just didn't say anything. A week after hanging out in the base, a big bulldozer-like vehicle came rolling in. Without thinking, Kenny ran out and started slashing at the huge machine but it came equipped with guns, and he shot all the others. He got shot, and all the others ran out after him. Some dragged him inside, while others tried to make the machine explode. Of course, Jessica was inside with Kenny. They put an IV in Kenny's arm. After almost an hour, Kenny woke up, and there was a button in his hand like a detonator. He He pressed it, and relief washed over him. Darkness. When he woke up again, everyone was inside. The alien ship was in pieces, and the guys were covered with oil, and with explosion marks all over them. Okay, next time we take the bomb inside the godforsaken thing. Jack said, making everyone feel unsecured. Well, except for Kenny. He lived for danger. Without anyone knowing, Kenny ran out the door like a bullet. You mother freaking... Ah! Everyone heard Kenny yell. And... yet, they all geared up. Jessica yelled, "Let's do this! Get Kenny's ass back in here!" Yelled Jack. "Sir, yes, sir!" They all yelled as they ran out the door to get Kenny inside. They put Kenny in the bunker and let him relax. Chapter 4. Kenny's wife. In California, Kenny's wife was trying her best without Kenny. She knew that he was a Marine and that he wouldn't be back for a long time. Every night she had nightmares of Kenny getting killed by the aliens. Kenny and Sophia always got woke up by their mom screaming. Oddly enough, they both had a knife that Kenny got for Christmas. But they never used them. Kenny was about 16, and Sophia was 15 and a half. And Kenny trusted him with knives? Well, he always did want them to be like him. But still, Kenny was the same way. He would scream in the middle of the night, "Ah!" He would scream and all the others came in the room, pointing their guns in all directions. "Crap," he said. "These dang nightmares are getting to me." "What nightmares?" asked Jessica. "Of Casey getting murdered." "I ain't happy with that," Jessica said excitedly. "Really?" asked the general. "Yeah, I was a counselor for 2 years," she said, being very calm. So Jessica helped Kenny out, and she also helped him stop thinking about his wife being killed. "Tell me about these nightmares you're having," Jessica said. "Well, I dream that she's still at home, but aliens barge in and kill her," Kenny said while sweating. Right. Jessica said, nodding her head. "I'll be right back. Hang tight," Mel said. "How's he doing?" "Good so far. Well, something's been bothering me. He was fine until last night. So why is he like this now?" "Could be an alien," Jack cut him off. "Or it could be that he's been away from his wife for so long." "Of course! He has never been this way this long. And he's never been away for more than 5 years," exclaimed Jessica. She went back inside and said with the recorder, as she did before. She sat down with the recorder on the table, and she said, "Okay, how long have you been away from Casey?" "Now?" Kenny asked. "Yes, recently," Jessica said. 6 years," he said. "Dang, a really freaking long time," she thought. "I'm stepping out again, okay?" Kenny said, as if Kenny were a little kid. "Sure," Kenny said. 6 years, she yelled. "Dang! Why would Kenny want to spend 6 years away from his wife? If I'd known that, I would have let him go home at least twice," Joe explained. Suddenly, they heard a loud scream from Kenny's room. They ran inside, only to find Kenny slashing his knife everywhere. He clearly had combat stress. Then he took out his knife and it got into an unexpected knife fight. Daryl knocked the knife out of Kenny's hand and said, "Don't even try to pick it back up." Kenny somehow collapsed on his feet. "Crap!" they all yelled. Dylan, however, just excelled and then collapsed as well. Kenny's wife would go insane, and Kaylee and Sophia were singing lullabies that Kenny used to sing to him. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. They sang to Casey. It was obviously safe to say that Casey was going crazy. It got so bad that Sophia had to call a mental therapist. She came over and began asking Casey what she was seeing. I, I, I see Kenny, and he's getting killed, Casey said. Okay, and how long has she had these visions? The therapist asked Kaylee. About ever since last week. I'm afraid, Casey said, crying. Sophie and Kaylee would only watch as their mother was crying as if she were being murdered. And that's all they could do. They both tried their best support. Casey went berserk. "Get the team in here!" The therapist yelled into the radio. A team of SWAT came in to the house and restrained Casey. Obviously, realized that Casey never was crazy, but with Kenny gone, she was afraid. She really had a reason to be. 6 years being away from Kenny? That's a reason to miss him, for sure. She remembered the first time she met him, wearing a worn-out white t-shirt and small jeans. "Hey," he said. "Hey," Casey said back. "My name's Casey." "Kenny," he replied back. From then on, they were friends, and they spent a lot of time together. They started to date after 2 months of seeing each other. After all that, they got married. They loved each other so much ever since. So Kenny decided to go into the Marines, but he was too young, so he waited 4 more months, which his birthday was only a month away, and then tried again. He was determined to get into a fight for his country. He was a private wing, then a corporal, and the first day of Marine 1, the aliens attacked. They killed not only the enemy, but most of Kenny's regiment. Good God. Run and don't look back no matter what you hear. They all ran to the building that was their base. Kenny went outside to see if it was safe. The aliens grabbed Kenny and pulled him out and tried to kill him, but it was too good. He was too good. He kicked him while doing a backflip. Pretty cool, right? And slashed the throats of the godforsaken parasites. He really did have fun killing them, more than he should have. Not paying attention, he ran in the crowd of aliens. "Wait, Kenny!" His yelled. "He certainly has courage," said Jack. "I'd be surprised if he doesn't get himself killed," said Sergeant Sam. They decided to see what would happen next. "Die, you mutants!" They hear Kenny yell. "I'm surprised," said Tanner. "You said it," Jack said, trying to be comedic. "No," Dylan said flatly. Back at home, Casey was really out of it. She was speaking too softly, and Sophia was talking to her like she was hysterical. Kaylee was cooking soup to help her frightened mother. Soon after, Casey fell asleep. Kaylee and Sophia also decided to take a nap as well. Someone rang the doorbell, and they both hesitated to open the door. They played rock, paper, scissors for it. 1, 2, 3, shoot! Sophia said. I win. He said, fine. Sophia said, opening the door. It was their old babysitter at the door. Hello, she said with a cheerful voice, as she always did. Carol, how did you know where we live here? Haley asked. Oh, why the therapist told me, Carol said, sighing. Sophia really didn't know what she was talking about at this point. But out of anger that Carol was here, she really hated Carol from the start. And she didn't really know what to say She couldn't tell Carol to get out of the house because Kelly would eventually do something. So Sophia just said, that snitch just can't keep her mouth shut, can she? Sophia said under her breath so that neither of them could hear her. Sophia walked back to her room to get over her anger. She played some rock music to get rid of her anger. Carol said, so your mother's really afraid, right? Yeah, but we got her under control, said Kaylee with that Carol left. 1 week later, Casey got back to normal. Yet, she wasn't herself. I'll step out, she said in a flat tone. When she got back, she started cooking chili. This is weird. She was never like this before, Sophia thought. Same thing went through Kaylee's mind. Come here, girls, she called out. Nothing like Mother's famous bowl of chili. In fact, it was famous by a contest that she won at a carnival a year ago. Kenny got a picture of it. Casey was really happy, which didn't surprise the girls at all. They were just happy to have their mom back. Thank God for that. And they all were happy for the rest of the day. Casey was like the best mom to Kelly and Sophia. However, she did act different. Kenny was like Casey in some twisted way. He learned that the first day she got pregnant. I can't believe she's being this nice to us, Sophia exclaimed. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, but just be happy she's back to normal. He said back. She's making us feel more like a family, Kay said. I bet Dad's hoping to get home, Kay said, looking quite sad. Kenny really was trying to get home, but he had to do some crap. As in, kill every God-forbidden alien. Killing them gave Kenny a satisfaction for his fallen squad. Even though he was the best Marine in the world, he still couldn't stop aliens from killing his friends. He could care less for the enemy that the aliens also killed. He had them to thank for it. And then the enemy for their sacrificial bravery. Although he did always have a slight cold-blooded killer side. As a kid, he always wanted to go to he always went to the grim and depressing morgue. He was always morbid and death obsessed. He always loved death, like I said. Kenny, I know that you know me, and I know you, but I never knew why you want to kill aliens so much, the general asked. The general's mind has been wiped clean too. It would seem for pleasure, Kenny said, sounding like he just woke up from a fantasy. The general had a flashback of the first day the aliens attacked. Jeez, you really have a bad case of being brutal, said Jack. Casey was the same way. But she sounded like she woke up from a nightmare. Every time Sophia tried to talk to her mom, Sophia just said, "You look pretty today." But no matter how hard she tried to ask her mom what was wrong, she couldn't. So Katie tried to. "Hey mom, you really haven't been yourself. What's wrong?" He said, "I just miss Katie so much." With that, Casey went to her room and lay down on her bed. That night, Casey woke up screaming, and Sophia and Kaylee ran in with their knives. "What's wrong?" screamed Kaylee. Casey looked at her and said, "I had a dream that Kenny came home, but then he got killed by the aliens." And Kenny had kind of the same dream. "Casey, what are you doing here?" when the aliens killed her. Kenny woke up screaming, but he had his knife drawn within 1 second at Jessica's throat. "No! Wait!" Jessica screamed. "Sorry," he said. "I can't sleep." Jessica's looking like she's drinking energy drink. "Yeah, same here. I mean," Kenny started. "I get what you mean, but you need to not think too hard, okay?" He said that as if she were running daycare camp. "Yeah, okay," he said, without thinking about his condition, before losing every bit of sanity he had left. And along with his consciousness, and laying back down, as if he were dead. "God!" Jessica yelled, as all the guys ran in to rescue to the medics. They said he just ran out of energy. "How?" said Miller. "Well, he fought a lot of aliens, so for some reason, he didn't react until now." "Thank God for that," one of the medics explained. "He should be okay after about 3 hours," Jessica said. Everyone looked at her. "Yes, well, you shouldn't bother him until he gets up," the medic said. Casey was under a lot of stress because her daughters were trying to give her help, but no one would volunteer. So they resorted to Kenny. He tried to get home, but the general wouldn't allow it. So they said to let Casey come on base, but Kenny couldn't let that happen because of his visions. But they had a video chat system that was his. He called his wife on his laptop. "Daddy!" shrieked Sophia. "No way, really?" "Hi, Dad," said Kaylee. "Hey, baby." He smiled back. He was so happy to see his angels again. He saw him and really turned back to normal. "Kenny, oh, I love you so much," said Casey. "I love you too," he said. "I really want you to come home, but you can't, can you?" Casey asked. "No. Sorry," he said, almost crying. Casey also almost cried. So she passed the laptop over to her daughters. "Well, I guess I have to go," so Kaylee was cut off. "Try choosing to go have some fun," Sophie said happily. He did want to get off this off of his mind, so he did. "Alright, love you, baby girl," he said as they hung up. He went out with a G18 with 900 rounds and about 2 throwing knives, and a common knife. Millions of aliens left and right, front and back. Blood flew as soon as Kenny lost his cool and his insanity. He yelled and lost his sight completely. "No, my sight." He thought, Kenny wanted her dearest dad to come home. They both missed his kind and his calm personality. But with combat stress, who knows what he might be like when he comes home. Casey was still crying, so Sophia said the same thing she said to Kenny. Hey, try to use and go have some fun. Sophia! Casey screamed at her sister. What? She asked. Casey spun around and yelled at her beloved daughters. How can you be having fun at a time like this? I can't, and you couldn't either. If you were in my life, she yelled as loud as she could. The two sisters ran to her room and locked the doors. They both shivered under the covers. Good God, that was pretty scary, he said, uncovering. Yeah, I don't want to think about what would have happened if we stayed a little longer, Sophie said, uncovering but still shivering. They heard Casey sobbing in her room. They sneaked in there and found their mother holding onto one of Kenny's shirts. He always wore when he went somewhere. He washed it every single day. He continued sobbing. Kenny and Sophia watched with sadness. They walked back to their room. Man, Mom really misses Dad this much, Kay said. But we can't do anything about it, said Sophia, looking really hopeless. Sophia, look at her. She's crying, and you would just sit back and say, "Oh well," Kay said, looking like she was going to hurt her sister. "I'll hear you come up with any ideas," Sophia said. Okay. Fine, I get your point. Casey was not doing good at all. She was crying like a baby, literally. Kenny, come back home, please, she pleaded. She tried herself to sleep every night. She had a dream that Kenny came home. He walked up to his wife and said, I can fix that. They kissed, but then Kenny got called into the army. No! Get off me! Kenny yelled, struggling to get away. They dragged Kenny away while two soldiers were holding Casey back. Kenny! She screamed long and loud. She woke up with a start. No! Casey exclaimed, sweaty. Kenny had the same dream. Yet, his was much more vivid. It looked so real. God dang! Kenny exclaimed, sweaty. All the guys got good news that day. Alright, listen up, people, the general announced. After 6 years, for some of you, we can go home for a week. They all cheered. They started going home for a week of peace. Jessica went with Kenny. Well, all of them did, actually. When they arrived, Casey broke into tears, while Sophia and Kaylee and everyone was happy for the whole day. Chapter 5. Invasion. Kenny, why did it take you so long to come home? Casey yelled as she ran over and hugged Kenny, crying. I'm sorry. I tried to, but they just now let me come home. Sophia's boyfriend came over, not knowing that Kenny came home. Jerry! She screamed. Sophia! Jerry yelled back. They ran to each other. However, this day was not a good day, like all the rest. Jerry was moving away. I'm sorry. It's not my choice, Jerry said, looking down. At this point, Sophia started to cry. Jay was devastated to see Sophia cry. Look, I can get my parents to change their minds. If we're not ready yet, he said, trying to comfort her. Thank you, she said, sniffling. She ran back over to the house. After an amazing 10 minutes, his parents agreed. Sophia was so happy she started to cry again. This time it was tears of joy. She soon went back inside after her own little reunion. Kenny and all the others were eating. Where were you, Sophia? Kelly asked. Well, ah! Sophia screamed as she ran into her room. Ah? Jack said. Everyone looked at him and said, Really? Really now, Jack? Sorry, guys, he said. Casey came in and said, Well, if no one is going to touch her, I will. She went into Sophia's and Kaylee's room. Baby, what's wrong? Kaylee asked as she sat down beside Sophia. Well, no one but you, Daddy, and me know about my boyfriend, Jerry. I know, but you can't hide him forever, Casey explained as it got dark outside. That night, Casey stayed awake, with Casey sleeping right beside him. He thought about the war and the aliens. Warning about the world ending. Morning was world before the sun. Kenny, although all the others were still out, he went to the garage that was away from the rooms. Alright, Kenny, get ready, he told himself. He couldn't get soft just because he was home. Casey woke up and heard yelling and blood splattering. She woke up everybody and yelled, Kenny! Everyone scrambled to their guns and armor. They opened the garage to see Kenny in his simulation session. Kenny didn't notice until the general took off Kenny's helmet. Redwood! He shouted. Kenny tensed up. Sir, yes, sir! Kenny yelled back, wiping the sleep from his eyes. And you would think he would have already done that, but no. What the hell are you doing? Sir, I was afraid. Kenny said, yawning. About what, man? Tanner asked. The invasion, Kenny said. Chad looked up at Kenny like he was high. Well, relax, the general said. The next day, they all discussed the invasion to the aliens' base. Well, we need to get the base off the ground, he said. I got it, Tanner said. The rest of you are with me, he demanded. The next week, they went back to the base and brought Casey with them because she had military training. They got to the base off the ground and headed for the alien ship. Look at the size of that thing, Dylan said. God, that is big, he said. They boarded within seconds. They got their gear on and started invading. 2,000 aliens were waiting for them inside, but they cut them through. They cut through them really quick. Literally. The knives were covered with thick yellow blood. Soon they caked in it. Many aliens put up a fight. Some gave Kenny's squad a run for their money. But they all failed. Kenny had alien blood drops on her face, as everyone else did. She also had a cold-blooded killer look in her eyes. The girls ran behind Kenny when Kenny ran. Freak! The general yelled. Get Casey back here now! Kenny was the only one who could, so he went. Casey, get back here, please! Casey looked back and Kenny fell back. What the heck? Kenny said. Casey had Dragon eyes. Crap, Kenny said with tons of fear in his voice. You're in my way! He yelled as he killed all the aliens in one single slice. Whoa, Kenny said. They ran down a hallway until they came to the door. It had a puzzle on it. What's this? A puzzle? I thought the team was chases with aliens, said Sophia. I'm on it, Kitty said as she took over. The door opened almost as soon as she started. Okay? Said Jessica. Come on, Jack yelled. Idiot! Mary yelled at Jack. A trip mine exploded 10 feet in front of him, but he had armor on. He got blew back. That's what you get for jumping ahead first, said. Ah, I swear, you never learn, Tanner. Casey was still running ahead. Dang it, Casey, come back! Kenny said, running after her. God help us, Jack said. They all ran after Kenny. Kenny and Casey got caught by the aliens and the psychic powers that the alien had. They were pinned to the wall, stiff as board. When Kenny's squad arrived, they saw Casey was calmed down. However, Kenny now has dragon eyes. Now, also trying to break free rage from his heart and body. His daughter saw this, yet weren't scared. Dang, said Sam. Mary looked over at him. Jessica looked into Kenny's eyes, and he was back to normal. His struggle weakened and ceased. Jessica is the key to calm me down, isn't she? Casey thought. Something caught Jack's eye in the dark corner of the room. The alien used his mind powers to use Jack's past against him, making him see his family. Jack screamed, "Ah, stop, you piece of shit!" Ah. When the alien proceeded to use everything against him, he screamed louder and louder. The others tried to calm him down, but he wouldn't. He was too deep into mind control. Jack, stop it! Sharon Miller said. When Kenny passed out against the wall, Casey took her knife and flicked it at the alien. When the knife hit the alien, it screeched so loud that made Kenny and all others fall to the ground, groaning in pain. Casey finally managed to kill the alien, and the static in their ears stopped. God, said Kenny. Thanks. I was about to die. No problem, he said as she wiped sweat from her face. They returned to the ground, but only got pretty banged up in the process. That was pretty good. With all the aliens dead, they could go back with Kenny. When they got back, Sophia finally introduced everyone to Boyfriend Jerry. They all sighed in relief that the aliens were all dead. He was so happy that he was back home. Not for the first time. He was happy. A week later, an unexpected thing happened. The aliens, well, what was left of them, came to Kenny's house. You're shitting me, right? Kenny said, seeming extremely angry. Casey came in. Honey, what's wrong? Kenny just dropped to his knees and pointed at the ship in his front yard. They all scrambled to their armor and guns, except for Kenny. He was crying over the loss of the good week. Come on, bro, exclaimed Jack as he barged in the door. Kenny got up and got his gear on. Frickin' parasites are going down, he thought. Get the squad moving up the left flank, now! Kenny came out and collapsed out of pure sadness. The general yelled at Kenny, "Get up, Corporal Redwood! Marines lead the way! Move!" Kenny ran brutally murdered the aliens for disturbing his peace. Pieces of crap! Terrence said as he choked in and out. They sat back when they saw when they saw Kenny slicing the alien's head off. Casey watched as Kenny move like a ninja assassin. When she noticed the eyes, dragon-like. Kenny, no, stop! Casey and the two girls screamed. He snapped out of it and collapsed. After all the others killed all the aliens, they went back inside and hailed Kenny to his normal state of mind. Kenny sat still and silent in her room. Dad? She asked Sophia as Sophia came in. No, but he's outside, Sophia said happily.